Welcome to the Kenya Quantum Note Movement, or KWM, podcast. This is the deep dive where we really try to unpack fascinating ideas from sources you share, getting right to the heart of things.
And today we're diving into a source discussing a pretty powerful, maybe even transformative vision for leadership. It's emerging from Kenya, championed by the KWM.
That's right. Our main source is this really compelling article from the KWM website. It's called Bicycle Leadership Revolution: Why Kenya Needs Leaders Who Walk, Ride, and Serve Not Loot.
And it really doesn't just, critique things. It argues quite strongly for a radical shift, a really profound yet sort of simple change in how leadership works.
So our mission today, yours and mine, is to unpack the core arguments, the vision laid out in this piece. We want to explore what it's suggesting about, well, public service accountability.
And really the nature of governance itself, not just in Kenya, I think, but the ideas here might resonate, much wider.
Definitely. Okay, so let's get into it. The article kicks off with this really striking image. It sets up a sharp contrast right away.
Yeah, it does. On one hand,
You've got the flashy politicians who steal, lie, and hide behind tinted convoys. That's the picture it paints.
and then contrasted against that is this completely different kind of leader, someone who shows up on a bicycle, not a bulletproof car.
It's such a strong visual, isn't it? Designed, I think, to immediately make you question power, privilege.
Absolutely.
I like
And it's
that.
not just symbolic. It's about a leader known not from TV ads, but from like direct engagement.
Yeah, someone you might actually know because they helped with a cousin's hospital bill or maybe sorted out a student's HELB loan problem. That kind of direct, tangible help.
Exactly. A leader who lives among the people, speaks their language, walks the walk, literally.
It immediately forces you to sort of reevaluate what leadership should even look like.
That contrast is, I think, really crucial to their whole argument. The source argues Kenya needs, well, nothing less than a radical shift in leadership, one pedal at a time.
One pedal at a time. I like that.
Yeah. And it pushes back hard against what it calls the age of SUV politicians.
Yeah.
Describes them as basically an expensive disaster for the country.
Wow, strong words.
Very strong. And it lists specific grievances, too, things that make it really personal for the average person. Broken promises on essentials.
Like cheap unga, that's the maize flour, right? So that hits every household.
Exactly. That, or education promises like bursary funds meant for needy students apparently being stolen. It's all about this huge disconnect.
Leaders making grand speeches, but totally removed from daily life.
Totally. It even asks, when did an MCA last use a public toilet? Or a senator get on a matatu, a public minibus?
It's not just rhetoric, is it? It's pointing out a real chasm.
A huge gap. And that's where I think the argument really sharpens up.
Right, because it doesn't just criticize broadly. It gives, 10 specific reasons?
And direct reasons, yeah.
Wow.
Why Kenya must reject leaders who can't walk among us. And they are pointed.
Like the one, if your leader needs 10 cars to open a toilet, they are not here to serve. That really cuts through the pomp.
It does. It suggests it's just a smokescreen. Or how about if they've never walked to a slum, they'll never fix it.
Which implies you need that direct experience, not just reports from afar.
Precisely. And the one about bodyguards. If they need bodyguards to face voters, they are scared of the truth.
Oof. Suggests a fear of accountability, maybe? A lack of real connection?
That's the implication. And the list goes on. Leaders in luxury forgetting the ghetto. Leaders who couldn't survive on a teacher's salary. It's a full-on indictment of the current culture as KWM sees it.
So these specific points, they're highlighting a deeper problem, aren't they? This VIP cult, as you called it.
Exactly. And zooming out, the article is blunt. It says Kenya's leadership system is fundamentally broken.
Broken. And it goes further, calling public servants professional looters.
It does, treating taxpayer money like personal cash. And the comparisons it draws are stark, almost heartbreaking sometimes.
Like leaders having breakfast at the Kempinski.
While ordinary people skip breakfast entirely. Or leaders getting car grants while citizens dodge plot holes.
Mileage allowances for them while people walk miles to a clinic.
Yeah, and imported leather chairs versus schools with no desks. It paints this picture of a leadership class just completely detached, consumed by luxury, not service.
Okay, so if that's the diagnosis, this deep disconnect, what's the cure, according to KWM? What's the alternative they're proposing?
Well, that's where they define what a bicycle leader looks like. It's their counter-narrative, their blueprint for a new kind of public servant.
And it sounds like it's based on humility, practicality.
Very much so. It's about actions speaking louder than words. Observable behaviors, like a leader who carries their own file to meetings, No entourage.
Just direct engagement. I like that.
Or someone who eats in vibandas, those little local food stalls,
Yeah.
with boda riders, the motorcycle taxi guys, meeting people where they actually are.
Instead of fancy hotels. And queuing like everyone else.
Queuing like everyone else, demonstrating solidarity, and knowing, really knowing, what a KH200 shopping list looks like,
Yeah.
having that grasp of everyday economics.
So no need for a PR team spinning things.
Nope. They fix broken taps without forming a task force. Just direct action, less bureaucracy. Basically, a leader who rides, walks, and listens. Shows up without drama or bodyguards.
It's a vision of leadership based on what? Authenticity, accessibility.
And genuine service. That seems to be the core.
And what's really interesting is how it stresses that change comes from the ground up.
Yes. It challenges that old idea that leadership only belongs to people in official positions. It points to everyday people as the real leaders.
Examples like the boda rider donating textbooks in Migori.
Exactly. Or that teacher cycling 40 kilometers daily in Vihiga. Just incredible commitment. Or the young woman in Kibera delivering groceries by bike, supporting her siblings.
These aren't people on retreats or flying business class.
Not at all. The article says they show up, they take action, they make a difference, often at great personal cost.
And it calls them leaders, even if they don't hold office yet.
Yet. That's the crucial word. It hints at their potential. It suggests the seeds of this revolution are already there, in ordinary citizens.
So this whole bicycle revolution, it's more than just a symbol then.
Much more. They call it a movement, a mindset, and a clear message to the nation.
And the core message seems to be, well, quite empowering, actually.
It is. It says you don't need to steal to serve. Challenges that whole narrative around corruption.
And you don't need a Prado, a big SUV, to be respected, dismantling the status symbols.
Right. Or that you don't need to fly to be heard. Real influence comes from the grassroots, from walking beside the people.
Real power is walking beside the people. That's a key line.
It is. And to help people spot these true leaders, it gives practical questions for, say, 2025 voters.
Like, when did they last use a matatu? Or do they know the price of maize flour? Simple things.
Simple, but they act as litmus tests, don't they? For genuine connection to everyday struggles.
Definitely. And, you know, if this vision is sparking something for you listening, if you want to be part of this, the article encourages visiting their website.
That's right. It's www.wanamnotam.com.
Yeah, www.wanhamnotam.com. They say you can create an account, share your own ideas for change in your village, your city, your nation. It sounds like a way to get directly involved.
It does. And zooming out from those specific questions for voters, you see they're really pushing for a wider demand for simplicity, for humility in leadership.
Changing the whole conversation.
Exactly. Urging people to talk about it daily, on WhatsApp, Twitter, in church, in Metatis. Make it part of the national dialogue.
And to reject entitlement. Say no to the red carpets, the fuel guzzlers.
All of it. Demand simplicity.
Yeah.
Public servants living public lives. Challenge the lie by asking leaders, how many kilometers did you actually walk this year?
It paints this picture of a future where maybe cabinet secretaries bike to work.
Senators use public clinics. Governors hold meetings under mango trees.
No VIP tents, no sirens.
Just service. That's the vision. Normalizing a totally different standard.
So bringing it back to the listener, what's the takeaway? What does it ask of you?
Well, it ends with this really strong call to action. The movement starts with you. It's a rallying cry.
To mobilize, organize, and crucially, to vote. Emphasizing that real leaders
don't hide behind SUVs. They ride bicycles. They're the ones who kneel to tie a kid's shoe, who stop for people who actually serve.
And the message they want repeated, repeat, until it becomes law.
Is simple. No more motorcades. We want bicycles.
Say it loud everywhere. Kisii, Machakos, Isiolo, Busia, Embu, Nairobi.
Repeat it until walking is honorable again. Until leadership isn't about luxury. Until tax is by medicine, not seat warmers.
It really frames it as your moment, the listener's moment, to choose differently. Choose humility, service, action.
Start with a bicycle. Start now. That's the final imploration.
It's quite a vision.
It really is.
Yeah.
The KWM article presents this stark, uncompromising view, contrasting the detached elite as they see it with this humble, accessible, genuinely serving model.
It's not just about individuals, is it? It's about reshaping the whole culture of governance.
A fundamental reevaluation, yeah. How leaders are chosen, how they act, what service means. The principles could apply anywhere, really.
Absolutely. It's a provocative challenge, but also quite hopeful, I think. Urging you, the listener, to choose humility, service, real action.
Makes you think, what could any nation become if leaders truly walked and rode among the people they serve?
A powerful question. And again, for anyone wanting to explore this movement more, the place to go is their website.
That's www.wantumnotum.com. You can learn more, get involved, create an account, share your own ideas for change.
Exactly. www.wantumnotum.com. Find out how you can contribute in your village, your city, your nation.
Well, thank you for joining us for this deep dive.
We hope it's given you plenty to think about.
Thank you for listening to the Kenya Wantum Notum Movement Podcast.